Abusua for ene eye December bosome no ne da etoso aduonum yensa ema munyina ajo no nsi abremu kasebo na atena se na atena se ede esom wo no ene de no eye simaduasa ye wia na afe ye de afi mu nyina nsama hodo aye so a ye de so am na se ye de ba mu nchen wo fidiem ha se no asona ba kwadwo no afoduko abetena se no de no nso asom mo ene nsam ne ye hwe ne a edimo akotene ebi Paramount Chief Emaga traditional area eye Bonnie Ken Adama Lache ede ato omanfo nyina ani mo se wo moden se pronya fashe obedi a woni no asomdwie mo. Executive member Emma Freedom Peace and Lovers Movement Reverend Bright Albright ede atodwa se sa panie no a aban na se se eye nhye Ghana fo nyina enwobi wa nwobi a afanyinam no wo se eye omanfo fa hodie ena aban pese ochiechia so. Chancellor Emma University of Energy and Natural Resources Professor Elvis Asarbedi Akon wode ato adesuafo a wode won adesua kwa wiye ani mo se wo mo modern se okro no obeka suku no ho nsempa ede akira foforo na omo nso atumi ababie abusua we kan sama wodo obi no ho na matena se simaduasa brede so mo se enwumre no nsi akasebo e wo Ctv so. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic Kadaro Momaso Masni Kyeame ama enenso medikaseboy asom wo munro no doso wo kọ omo aso e ombeboa wa na se nkrobata bi eben wo no kọ na kwaji Greenfield for enro na omaya asa no nso bi na nso ho ensisi ho so sanse yade ohoi eya pa meden ene efia brempoma hene bitwam ho simaba na medensem no aso. Awusia for emamu nyina kwaba bronya kasebo no ye hya ase na ye de asomo ni Bonnie Ken Adamalache eye Paramount Chief anase ohempa wo no na ewo enkramantem ha sei na ode afutu ato Ghana fo nyina animo se bronya de gina ho ma odo de di kan enkabo mu na afe asomdwe enti bra ye di afahye bronya afahye na omanfo ani abre checha de na ye da odo adi akira da sen yen kaisa asomdwe so hu hia pa ye ma asomdwe kete o mai enkoso a enkita yen
ki Adamalache awotoso mienu edin semi nyina tudwa ebra no ne Ctv nsentro ni Gordon Sakite edin komo a wo kyeremu se wo hwa sene abronya bosomi no adumu na aka akra bi ne adibronya na ehu behia ye pa se Ghana fo nyina betimi adibronya ni ye a omonko ye basabasa bia a enkofa ohabi emba ebra no ne nsentro kasa ne kyeremu se bronya fie de obompa ya se nananom ne Nyankopon se betimi ama yedi ene nkoso ne kasa mu no King Bonnie Taki Adama Lache awotoso mienu ade tudwa se wono anoye wohene awosefata omnesise gamanche ose wakọ ahaw na afenso akwani asa hodo nyina mu amoafa no kware kwan so masabrede wo de amamre ene amane nyina gu akwam waso hwempempenso akoya efie mpemienu ane edunum no na wo mu yini din efie National House of Chiefs mo nanso epenifo timi de nyama nyina toto akwam ama sabrede sa de bre no asabedi nsa enenti watoto ade asre se Ghana fo bronya yi bai yedi nasondwem a emfa basabasa yi bia emfemra yasetremu.
The year 2021 is coming to an end, and we shall be welcoming the new year 2022. On behalf of the Jasi and on my own behalf, I wish all Ghana and Ghanaians, both in Ghana and the diaspora, a Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year. Let's celebrate the festivities in moderation and peaceful manner, bearing in mind the COVID-19 and the new Omicron pandemic. Let me reiterate the fact that I, Bonnie Kentucky Adamalache II, am the validly installed government, having validly gone through all the appropriate age-long established customary practices and rights. I'm also the legitimate gazetted government since 2015 Despite the deletion of my name from the National Register of Chiefs in September 2021 by the National House of Chiefs, aided by the government, a Kumasi High Court on 11th of November 2021 ordered the National House of Chiefs to reinstate my name in the National Register of Chiefs within 2 weeks or before 25th November 2021. Rest assured that the peace, progress.
Ghana by etna si hu se COVID-19 yade no eguso aya ekoso ya ekumomanfo toto e na pane no nso omanfo enyomadwen so omo okowonti wode hihye kete bi ba se omabade wo se COVID-19 pane ne twa se de dansebo a wokona wo okowo na san hihye yi panyimfo bebre no ana akasa etia eye panyimpa ya wono ye executive member Emma Freedom Peace and Lovers Movement Reverend Bright Albright ede ensembie akruchire egunkrata so ababonten ya wo kire se enhehye ya ban na ese se wode ato akwan mu a aye nhye sesese wo se wo Ghana ni de hye a wokona wo COVID-19 pane ni bie no wo kire se eyo omanfo fa ahodie e na aban pese otietia so no se aban antwe ansensen anhwe ye a emranimfo e wo man mu bekokoto wakojinchire mu
Ewan Shamudie Sronko a Freedom and Peace Lovers Tumakuo no kwaye ye no na Reverend Bright Albright wode tu dwa wo kyeremu ese ene wo hwe okwana hodo aban me na nekete set memufo nko wo mpane na metre COVID-19 no a wose anyade a efa na kwamu kra opani kasa mu kyeremu se wo hwe wiase amanse nyina no obia wone fa hodie eno nti se omampani no anya tumi so de behwe oman no so no enche so nipa bia fa hodie omampani eba behye nekete so anya so mesi anaso benten se wonko benkum anaso omra nifa ekuni say wo hwe COVID-19 na eba ye na ewiase amanse nyina no obia kira na dwen ade afa ho nanso nansen aso ye omhwe apom de onsam so de tu dwa say baba ye nhye so obia betimi awo mpane ni bi no wase eba ne sana na aban eno mampani tietia temamufo fa ahodie so a eni kwan say eba ne sa kra.
Being a leader of the people doesn't make you the lord of the people. Therefore, the government of Ghana cannot interfere with the exercise of the people's will against a vaccine they know is dangerous to their health and life. We, peace and freedom lovers, we are a large group of domestic and diaspora Ghanaians, and we are against this imposition and are determined to use every democratic means at our disposal, including the law court of Ghana, to fight this ridiculous, unconstitutional imposition. From today, we are issuing a call for the organization of a national crusade against the mandatory vaccinations in Ghana. The president and his government have imposed a vaccine mandate that cannot hold the manufacturers, suppliers, donors, importers of the experimental vaccines responsible for any fatal side effects that lead to the death of the vaccinated.
Owe ye no ano san so cheche mu bio se ye hwe sa vaccine anase ndro a manfo wona e wonsunsuanso bone pa e wotemamfo so okọ ama hodo akese mu a ama dodo na no anemu nipa no anya ohaw bi e wo mpane a wo ma wono so nanso akwakwa ye sa ba we ne de wo na adwesa nya de obeja tumu.
Hans Ministry of Health website urges citizens to receive the vaccines. It however stress that the vaccines are not mandatory, says the ministry. Although we encourage all citizens to receive the COVID-19 vaccine, it is not compulsory or mandatory. Vaccination will be given only with the consent of the person to be vaccinated after the information provided. In addition, the government recommends that those who are considering taking the vaccine should carefully consider both the effectiveness and side effects. Please get vaccinated of your own decision and understanding both the effectiveness in preventing infectious diseases and the risks of side effects.
Okasawi yeno ena wono nso eba ho bi a womo manu nyam beta che nso che o madwene efa sa COVID-19 empane ho.
Or you? No. That president said you can come back home. It's been too long. It's 400 years. He made up a song. In that week of your return, he made $2.1 billion. I'll just give you a tidbit of food for thought.
You see a lot of things that you don't know.
Professor Elvis Asarbedi Akon, University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyane, Penyimpa, no, and Edano, Vice Chancellor, no. Now, what they are two just say, if you pino any adionuba, Kono fee, was say, Suku no, Aqua, we hear Mupa, Nansunin Remono, and Penyimfo, Eke can, Yoma, Esi, Emma, which meet Tretre, Suku, no more, Penyimfo, and I say, additional for Bebre, no one, Yaquine, Ebe, Mua, watch us say, additional for no, emphasis, Aquanya, no so. No more sukun who devil and chere afofro.
Professor Elvis Asarbedi Akon and our Vice Chancellor ya Oda Shapon Sukwanede Ede Energy and Natural Resources na wo Sunyane na omode omograduation na etoso ensia ede ehyehyeswo bra ojina simpioso no dutu dwese school no afọ ha bebremu na so ne nyine mu no omo ebo mu modern se ene mapa wo mu no omo ebema amanse nyina ehu bi say eno hwe ne nsemu efai.
The university has made some giant strides that are worthy of mention. In November this year, the university, in partnership with 20 other universities and municipalities from 7 countries across Africa and Europe, has secured €7 million funding from European Commission to implement a project within the context of Water, Energy, Food, Resource Action. The project that reflects
Okasa we ye no to just say afiwe addition for more upon mo eye 1753 emu 1247 eye emema na emu 506 eye emba ochemo say addition for no enkoso no mo enye de mo eye ne mo so bia nkran say omo nkoso na fe muntimi embe ambassadors emfa emasua ponsuko no say eno twa ne nsemu efayo.
May the good Lord richly reward you and keep you. May he deal favorably with you and be gracious to you. May he open to you the doors of great opportunities and satisfy the genuine desires of your heart. May he protect you from evil so that you do not see evil with your eyes, hear with your ears, or touch evil with your hands all the days of your life. I wish you a very successful career. Congratulations once again.
Enwechi and Chief Executive Officer ya Oda Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications Ora Kenneth Ashigwe also Orisei Etuja.
Today actually marks your day of transition from a student to a professional, from a student to an alumni. How successful you will become as a professional has much to do with how you conduct yourself in the competitive world of work. My simple and honest advice to you as a technologian, as graduates of this noble university are proudly referred to, is keep clearly in mind the motto of this institution: knowledge, integrity, impact. Interestingly, your motto has 3 cardinal elements for me as a person, especially the second and the third one. What do I mean? Mr. Chairman, permit me to throw more light on how sticking to the motto of this vibrant institution can aid successful metamorphosis from
Abusuafo enyimero nsia kase ebo ne eguso de som wo no e wo Ctv so etwa ne ho abefo enten fidie no eso Facebook my Ctv GH social media handles ne nyina wo kwa my Ctv GH wotoma na unua ono nso ebenya bi ahwe ne yedreso yi yenko na edwedie ene sikasem kase mu nsem yemfansomo. Abusuafo ye free adwade mu nsɛm yi so na nyame ya adom a ekire ye de bebrɛ mo na yɛnkɔ agoprama so ensɛm mo. Abusuafo MTN FA Cup round of 64 results no nyame ya adom na bɛka yensa na Adriana Stars eche ye 11 wonders for eche omo kan 9 omo team ba kopɛ Accra Lions eche ye Hearts for etwa omo ka ba ko ya omo entumi antibie Hazakes 0 Gold Stars 1 Kufodua Sushen 1 First Class and so enya 2 Real Atletico any Olympics ko shiaye obia etwa ne yonko ka ba ko Tamale Dreams any RTU for ekoshiaye ema obia nso etwa ne yonko ka ba ko a obia entumi enni ne yonko so enkoni nti nia ekoso MTN FA Cup round of 64 results no ena yede atomani mu no. Afe ne yedru so no yebekɔ nkrofo kro ene nkrofo aman so ne yede ho nsɛm asom. Se ye ka ye ho kakra na nsan yi a ena Mozambique etuate domfo bi sori kwoto hye wo mo so ema ekire nsam na enyan pa enam so kra ema sojani ba kon ehwere ne nkwa na sojani no na oye South Africa ni de hye kra ya ko ye se wo kwa akoboa pata entokwa ena wodane eto ye ne din ene Tebogo Radebe nyame ya adom ama asrafo a ewo South Africa akwa na mu no every Mozambique man no emu a sabra ye kan say wode ekɔ ne krom ankasa na wakwa no krabre na ebusuafo anu atwa ho ahia ene asrafo anu mo twa ho ahia nyina kyese oto wo mani baabi a na enye yie owura no na ne ho den na ogina ne nanso eye adwuma den boa saa man mienu na sese de owo ede ne nsanyinu nwunu abeto ne so a akwa ya rehosem pa na bra mpanyifo a womo ewa asra adom no mu sori gina simpie so a wokasa no wode tudwa se Corporal Tebogo Radebe die na bra ba wo bebo ye nyina sabio enya abrabo jinjan enya abrabo hunu kra esan se owuye nemom na eyeko ano ya okko ede age adasan eno nenam so ema wo hwere ne nkwa enti ewiase amansan nyina bekai no da chinchirima ebekai no a na okai Tebogo Radebe say oye sojani a ogina ye ekon ye empo ede ne nkotwa so edema ne man South Africa. Ewe abusia mame nyina we so me fan wasi sima aduasa ena mesre free won chen se medikase no esom wo na afa aduasa no aka no asono ba kodwo no mafudu ko abetena ase na ode afi mu nyina nsema hodo a yede esom wo no otumi abebo ne po ede asom wo bipeja memu na ansa na no mame hwe nsem wo a edi mu akotene ebi Paramount Chief Emaga Traditional Area Boniken Adama Lache ede afutu ato Ghana fo nyina anymore sebronya afasha yedie yenhwe se asomodwe ene odo ebetena yentem na ekuo bi a yefre wo mo Freedom Peace and Lovers Movement won banu deni Reverend Bright Albert ode atodwa se aban eni kwan se wode COVID-19 panie no ehunahuna amanfo se chenchina achia was so ɔmanfoɔ ɛwɔ ɔmanfoɔ fa ahodie mu ɛna aban pɛsɛ otietia so no na Chancellor Emma University of Energy and Natural Resources Professor Elvis Asarbedi Akon ɛde futuo ato ɛyɛ wɔn ma awie sukuu no nyina anim ɔsan wɔkɔ no wɔn kɔka sukuu no ho nsɛm pamfa nkyerɛ afoforo na wɔn nso sukuu no adɔ wɔn kɔn sɛ ɔbɛba na ɔba abɛgye nteteɛ ɛwɔ hɔ wei ka nsɛm ahodoɔ bi no ho na metena aseɛ simaduasa de som wɔ sɛ enyumre no nsia kasebo e wo Ctv so Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic Kyeame Emma me de kase esom wo medi ene afia bremfoma hene asono ba kwadwo no bakodoko I was ya ye dey
Adesima mamunyina dubio edeba Ctv Ghana's #1 television so enede Father Christmas ye nyina ena eguso aye di na ensam a de aduso a matena se ye de ebro no eye nia edi akotene pa wo afi mu ye kase mu efi January na de besi March no eba no ena ye de ensam a edi mu akotene ye de bro midin ede asonaba kwadwo no mafu duku na ye hya ase na ye mfefri January bosu na asa na be hya ase ne na ne ho taw na yemeto aso
Kwashi di koko ba Ghana ha 1879 omane nyamfoso bebre efi koko yi mu se koko yi betena ama yen nyina dia gise fertilizer bebo fertilizer ba ko akwiafo nyina gya tuma mu bohu se ene agricole little bit fertilizer 30 ml French 15 liters na wosono afi fa bow koko ni spray fa koko no ahaban ni dua ene abra koko no egu nhwere agricole little bit fertilizer die Cocoa Research Institute of Ghana aye hwehwemu asayase se cocoa board enfama ekuafo nyina Ministry of Agriculture so ekanfu agricole little bit fertilizer ma cocoa no nyini ope agricole little bit fertilizer chira kwan ne ya na cocoa fo no edim agricole little bit fertilizer original cocoa fertilizer tete kwashidi
I believe you lead me through it.
You have the chance to change your life, and you don't have the chance when your life is taken away. Your association is a price tag. How expensive you are will determine the kind of friends you keep. The people you associate yourself, your network determines your net worth.
Locate the Borg Ministry International in Tema Community 5 behind Ideal College. Come and experience the ministry of Prophet Samuel Nana Amwating and the Borg Ministries International, and your life will be changed. For more information, please call 0242 388 235. The Borg Ministries International is a house of great expectations.
The entrance of your word. Si aka no me ti onipa mu ya kan hira ni wonipa mu obi odi nyame asam ya adwuma no nyame asam na odi ya adwuma ne ti ne mu nti wo ye nhira ana no me su de nam so fa nyame asam ya adwuma ne nti wo nyame fofora betira ne mu atro nyame abetira ne mu.
Abusia yensa se na yemfa banum se ansa na yeba besi 2021 mu no na asem kese da hodom no 2020 budget no owura ne din ede John Dramani Mahama wade ekopie mu ewo Supreme Court se maame Jane Mensa ne dwumadu odi na nso ani enti ebetimi Supreme Court no hwɛ se yebeka se nye yura nanado ene di nkunim nti no wo mo hwɛ no kasa ase no bi emfa ema no general bosumi no ana odi asem no ekodan yes Supreme Court na Supreme Court mo sha ase no court no etu asem no ede sheda foforo se wo mo kɔ senia saada mo de ase no obi ababa beti nanim ensem yankone yakɔ general na esi ye Ebra Supreme Court eko asetra no won ehye se petitioner Kane Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ede beso womo elfa 2020 aba wokoto ye no womo enhwe nanya ya adoma General Bosum de toso edunkro no onbesa aba betena se no maka ensem no de bekwa akosi nyina Kane Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ede abato no nsem akodan Supreme Court ehwe se won betimi atu anamon se ne beya ensusuanso abato komisa Jemesa ede beto abonti no onbesa amaya akoto no foforo esa se omu mienu biara ni hono ma aba no dodo waso otimi ye omampani ebra court ba tan kwotena se na justice ani yebo a etra adwamu no wo ehye se General Bosum da toso edunkron ana omba betena so bio no maka eno achi no court nso esa so ma ho kwan se ensachre biara NDC amanyuku no Frank Atuni omampani dada John Dramani Mahama ewo wo ho no obetimi abaye ensachre court no nso san so hye bio se NPP amanyuku no metre second respondent no wono so nyame dom ye ne a wotena ebo no nan pepepe anwumre na ensachre biara wo mo wo ho no wo betimi ababaye ebra Supreme Court mpanifo eka ne nyina wiye no asema mo de tu dwane nyina ekirem se NDC amanyuku no so san de bre wo mo se wo mo pese ensama ekoso ewo Supreme Court no anke beba kasamfoni ene kasafidi ahodo so se ne beya Ghana manse nyira betimi atibie eno so court no ema ho kwan odwane de ade baba jama a wono no eka empanifo a wo mu di mra nanim ade ama NDC amanyuku no ene nsenchofo kasaye ne nkasa mu anode tu dwase
enia esi wo court ene se nsem mienu na court da court nanim ne dikan yesi ye peso obi o wiase bi ade ebeyi no wo mo behwe bi court agiatum se wo mo obi abehwe bi ye tosimi no nzo onim se ye de enoma no kono emfumso kakra bebe a ese ye chiro 1 ene ko chiro 2 eno so enene ye kasi ye sisem yangure nuanuma wo MPP so mo ntiase but ye wie ye no o magiatum court asangia no so tum se yensisa na ne ya yemfa ho nsunsanso nkodan om tinyame adoma ne ye be ye no ne edun so e de ye na chese ye wie bibia ye the way na ba wie no afi na court no ba ma enda ya fale we no na wie no na ye bu da ye be san aba na ye ne court aba betrase oh wenum de ye ne didi ya kan undimi nkase nkumundie sei ba we de ne ma ho so ukotwadua kase a ese hom baawa no utwatwatwa firi ho eno na ye twatwatwa firi ho anei ye be se ye make sure se bibia beda ho na asam kase na nkase ye betimedi ho nzem.
So Edna General Bosum na ebra ensam ne bae na Supreme Court ede etu share da foforo no ebeto dwa ebio se court no sa bie kwan se obia enko kana asem ne honom na chacho chikata ene penifo de corridor mu Supreme Court honom na enya asem keto akra sei ana no so koy
I respectfully move in terms of our motion paper and the supporting affidavit. It's quite clear that in the petition as filed, in a couple of places where it should have read first respondent, it read the other way. And we're seeking to make clear that, for instance, we're not asking for a runoff election between the Electoral Commission and the first respondent. That's, clearly obvious.
Let's accept it and proceed with it. That is very well. Have you made a mistake before in life? That is so. We all make mistakes. And that is why we believe that the petitioner should have been more kind of the innocuous errors made by the first respondent. No, please, no. But my lords, may I make the point then that the applicant will be required to amend again certain of the statements in the proposed amendment. Yes, ma'am.
Please, you are not conducting their case
very well
for them. Well, they have gone through the process they found. They have come to realize that they were.
Afe General Bosumina no anabeto jase Ghana man peni nana adodanko akufado General Bosun de toso enso no obrande ede Abans mana Kingsford Barben na no eye Speaker of Parliament or jene etumu ema oso akofina mu esu ase wo ba be yo man peni ede ma o man Ghana nya na ansa na no na ntoko bi etimi amma no home no so pa wo mranse de fia ye to aba ede Speaker of Parliament obrande ede Professor Michael Kwe ena afen so no Alliance mana Kingsford Barben ekodane ntoko pupu bu mranse de fie na so ade atin General Bosun de toso enso amia de Ghana man peni esi akonya so another yi ana empenifo eye hyehyɛ de Ghana man peni nana adodankwa akufuado ade si akonya so sɛ Ghana man peni ebra wo eka so de tudwa sɛ obeso amammuomu ebre dikan ne first time no ade bia na eniema nkoyi enam so ema sɛ economy no eye basa na so no naba no ebo no modin bia ema empo bra na coronavirus no no aba ne timi etutu niema yi ema na mamu edikan de eniema ekonanim ye pa wose ebre ye du sɛ ye nyina no ye betimi aka ye ho abom na fe ye adwuma na oman no atimi akonanim wose pempenso a Ghana yaba bedu no aduane ewo honom bebre esan se planting for food and jobs or de bae no yade a etimi buaye ama oman yin so yenya aduane di ebra na COVID-19 ade emprekesene pataku ewo wiase amansa nyina mu ne nsem ode tu dwane kyerese ne hyehyɛ bia wode egu akwamu ti se one district one factory no so yade a ebuaye pa ama na mamu edikan no etimi ekonanim ensem a Ghana man peni na ado wode tu dwane bi ni
following the havoc wrecked by COVID-19. This is a task I wholeheartedly accept, and I assure all Ghanaians that I'll do my best to deliver on this mandate. Mr. Speaker, the sheer can-do spirit of the Ghanaian, which I have witnessed all my life, is the bedrock on which we can build the Ghana of our dreams. Indeed, 4 years ago at my first inauguration, I urged all Ghanaians to be, and I quote, citizens and not spectators, unquote. I appeal to you to be active participants in the effort to help build the Ghana we want, the democratic, free, prosperous, and united Ghana envisaged by our founding fathers as the Black Star of Africa. In my first term as president, I was able to count on the contribution of all citizens in attempting to create this Ghana. What I have seen these last 4 years is further evidence, if any were needed, that the Ghanaian will no longer accept poverty and deprivation as his or her portion, but is rather determined to work to chart a path of growth and development for himself or herself. Today, our economy, even in the face of the global pandemic of COVID-19, continues to show resilience and a much faster rate of recovery than originally envisaged, and was indeed one of the fastest growing economies in the world in 2020. Ghana remains one of the most attractive destinations on the continent for direct foreign investment, with the presence in the country of some of the world's largest conglomerates attesting to this fact. Establishing a strong economy, undergoing structural transformation to value-added activities, which will generate jobs for our young people and enhance their living standards, will be the main preoccupation of my second term.
Sorry, so our dinner was no, and I better just say Ghana pussy for editable editor and access of body ball. A donkuma, our normal civil. Finian said donkuma at to Santric Pumu about to commission. When I say some of the petition comma, Mammy J. Mensa, a son said, and summer. Now, customer should be the feature to say a quarter of every year about one person who don't be so on the more. About one anti-mianco ye, no one can kind for whom so and so two gano. A doncumane MRT, and I saw two Santa Coyano. A posted Mecuno at the bomb, so say a unlawful assembly. Nanso no, a doncumane better as a caca, as a way, amoning to me and into Martina.
Adon kuma one woman should be the fear out Randy at the hard no do so at the one no and some more can say and somewhere pussy Ghana pussy Juma could diabeto menim say one more true one more aku jemu ever call to say one more aqua unlawful assembly no one no any nipa womusra dear cry say one bequaco design semi to say ye echi or Randy the hard no do so and they were dear to just say yeah sure man should be the fear one Juma dear would di any Adon kuma one also ever quenya bia say bibi and today at your madria one so bet me ayon yetre at the afa and che bia no and na court in Samoa and as I buy a 2 every year no and won some a donkuma ecopia mu ewa battle commission na so ye say what the petition e kwa koma wo mo nanso no apos fancy mo kanya say wama mamo kwan and aso ma and krata e kire say won betimi amache akopia mu awa battle commission won aso ye na ensam a wo mo de e buy aposifo de buy ne say na se be fiefo enipa aduonu o mo ye minority for the donkuma no won bakwa akopia mu ewo court nanso haruna disu echimu say enya dia social media ensam ne krata say no wo mo de on betimi aje atomo.
I woke up this morning to some blaze of news in the social media. Haruna Disu and minority MPs to appear before court. Let me state emphatically that the minority leader and members of the NDC in Parliament are an integral part and members of the NDC party, the National Democratic Congress, and we are law-abiding citizens of Ghana. Regrettably, we don't respond and will not respond to social media invitations by the Ghana Police Service. I have not been personally served, as is the requirement of the law, and many of my colleagues. And therefore, I should only be walking to court if there was personal service of that writ of summons. But I should presume, without fear of contradiction, that the Ghana Police Service is allowing itself to be used as a tool of manipulation. I have repeatedly told you that I am not a coward, and I don't intend ever to be cowed by any machination, by any person, including the Ghana Police Service. They have some confusion in their mind. They should seek to resolve the confusion. The Ghana Police Service. I've seen names like Dr. Rollins Ezeneta. She didn't take part in the process. The Honorable Adongo Ogoga didn't take part in the process. So
free general bosom in some see and after Fanny Enchemu February. Bosom Nation and Sama a coso a woman. Now, February Bosom Sabrina COVID-19, a bo akukum pay our manga and say, Nano, and I banded to just say, or Baba fumigation exercise. Now, self fumigation exercise, and say, or Baba say, and Yamia who do public sectors, a who draw, or Baba Yehobo Bonina spray, Senia and Muarketing Katia, COVID-19 coronavirus, no, you bet me at was here. And I'm so Emma Nuguchi, penny forward the Betudra, Al Muchem say, Yasha, Senia COVID-19, no.
apagya ne home no so paa de a ho behia se viruses ahodo no Ghana fo be follow protocols no na bibia timi akonkan ensa no mu no na mo echechemu ese sania akwakodo ne dia fumigation exercise no ebetimi aboa ye papa ama nema etimi akoso.
Dr. Kojo Asamoah Nuguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research no ayade ono so oka ho ebie na ene de yade waste management for Zoom Lion Ghana Limited for koye disinfection exercise bi ewo ayarasabia anaso adwuma mu ho na bra omo ewie na doctor yi ede eto omo ni mo chiro mo se obesre omo se omba beye no bosom bia esanse sambre yare na ma no humene so a da na de nyina no test ahodo na no mugusu a omo ewo ho nti said be ya enema omode eye adwuma ho betinti no omo stress bosum bia no omo mbra na mo be yesa SSXC bi ewo ho na omo fama omo
ende no kra ade anki tumi ye no bosum bia anka be boaye nti eno no ye be hwe se ne omo be ye nkita ho bi na nkita hodie bi na omo be mayesa ofa na anka ye ni beji finally number se omo ya numbers ne kosoro no omo tu kwan no so wo ho ti eno se a whole new section inti numbers ni de was samples ba no edoso ba yegusu ye ho adwuma
Okasa wiye so na senior vector control officer ono no other Zoom Lion Company Limited yi ano Owura Abel ono so oni semtwefo kasa ye na sei na odi etudwa
free community wide disinfection exercise yes praise prayer lundo pitipiti amanfo fie companies premises ena de ekeka ena ohwe loguchi a wo mo ye testing of COVID wo take COVID test anything ye extending free community disinfection exercise I roll it out some week.
Ebusia yada so ewo February bosu na asem kese bi ema yewura John Dramani Mahama ote shock pa na asem kese etre shock nya se asem odi kodan ye ewo Supreme Court no na court no tena se bra court no tena se no na owura Justice Eni Yebu ade tu dan se Mahama de asem bi aba bedan wo mo na asem odi bedan no nya se kopese witness adansediefo mo ba nyina no wo maka mo nsem nyina wie satana metinunu anu so abedi na dance awie asedi nkatia abedi na dance awie omo mo kwenya abedi ma dance awie na ka asem ba ko pe oni pa ko a no mpese obebedi dance ye na no anu de koto Supreme Court anim sanke betimi a wo makwan na konsa open the case no na adance die ba ko bi ne nsem bi aka no won fa meshem eno so no Supreme Court conference no 70 omo tia se da bom nyina agi atum se nya de ombema kwan na yewura Mahama watimi a open the case na say anakoy.
The case we have brought is very clear on the face of the petition. If you read the petition, it is very clear why we have brought this matter. Now, in respect of the figures, we made it abundantly clear from the beginning that these were figures compiled by and announced by the Electoral Commission. You remember that we wanted to inspect documents. Our request was not granted. You remember that we wanted her to answer interrogatories, which are allowed under Order 22 of the High Court Civil Procedure Rules. At first, they said they were not applying CI 47, and subsequently, they had to rely on CI 47 to save themselves. All right. So, they did not permit us to administer the interrogatories. These are all mechanisms allowed by law to elicit evidence. And I don't see why the petitioner in this case, or anybody filing a petition as a citizen of Ghana in this case, cannot obtain information from the person who conducted the election for purposes of proving that the declaration she made was unconstitutional because none of the candidates obtained more than.
I was here free February Bosum na fe yam fe nchemu ewo March Bosum nsama eno everyone mo eba na match busumi no na ebeto dwa se sabredi na Supreme Court aka ne sem nya wie eno nti no obene mekyere match busumi da toso enan na Supreme Court ekotena se justice ani yeboa ene na bedwafo nyina tena se kenkan krata ne de kosi ye petition no ewi achi no omse omampani nana adodankwa akufu ado na battle commission yeto aba no omo declare so no ane di nkunibo mo nti no yewura mahama case ne de the red pen cry twemu ebra Supreme Court yewura anim yeboa okeka nsem sei na koy
Bosom mienu ya Supreme Court dan kasemu de se ho ya NDC amanyoko petition mo de ebedan omo no na omo de edi asam twentwe ya MPP ni NDC amanyoko no weyitwe no ejebo ejenya bedru enda ene da Supreme Court dan kasemu ede esi ho a anu ye twato okra no ode ebesom eye Ghana fo na ni nyina akoba se Ghana mampeni na adodankwa ekufo ado eye mampeni wafa embrakwan so anase omo enam embrakwan so eyi no ede ama Ghana mampeni anase omode no ama Ghana na ni nyina ekoba se petitioner yo John Dramani Mahama nensama ode ebedan Supreme Court atwemu se na danse a ode eban no wenya danse mu odru ya ebetimi akọ ede etua eye owura eye na adodankwa ekufado eno nti no na adodankwa ekufado eye Ghana mampeni embra kwan so.
In this amended petition, hereinafter referred to as the petition, the petitioner, who was the presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress (NDC) in the 7th December 2020 presidential elections, is seeking 6 reliefs against the Electoral Commission as first respondents, and the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party (NPP) as the second respondent. The reliefs are in the nature of 3 declarations and 3 orders. Aside of relief ye, which is praying the court to restrain the second respondent from holding himself out as the president-elect of Ghana, all the other reliefs were directed against the first respondent. These reliefs are: a declaration that Mrs. Jane Adoku-Mensah, chairperson of first respondent and the returning officer for the presidential elections held on 7th December 2020, was in breach of Article 63(3) of the 1992 Constitution in the declaration she made on 9th December 2020 in respect of the presidential election that was held on 7th December 2020. B, a declaration that, based on the data contained in the declaration made by Mrs. Jane Adoku-Mensah, chairperson of first respondent and the returning officer for the presidential election held on 7th December 2020, no candidate satisfied the requirement of Article 63(3) of the 1992 Constitution to be declared president-elect. C, a declaration that the purported declaration made on 9th December 2020 of the results of the presidential election by Mrs. Jane Adoku-Mensah, chairperson of first respondent, and the returning officer for the presidential election held on 7th December 2020 is unconstitutional, null and void, and of no effect whatsoever. D, an order annulling the declaration of President-elect Instrument 2020 CI 135, dated 9th December 2020, issued under the hand
of Yafasare so ewo afi mu nsema hodo etimi edipro ne bire na afi mu nso no ononyani osaiche mensa bonso ekopie mu amranche brefie na ewo so etimi ko na okokenkan 2021 budget statement na sabre no na ononyani Ken Oforiata a woye osoafo a ohwe omaiga ne sikasem totoyo so na papa yi no oyare papa na no hododo no enu nti opani antimi amkomranche brefie enam so ama ononyani osaiche mensa bonso eko mranship de fie eko kenkan senia budget no nsem nyate sabre no na covid-19 wo mu enti nya mranship de fie ho eno motena sei ana budget review ne koi.
Speaker, the seminal breakthroughs in vaccine development gives hope that economies can reopen more quickly than anticipated. However, logistical challenges in access and administration of vaccines and the continued mutation and emergence of more infectious variants of the virus may further delay the resumption of full economic activities around the world. Mr. Speaker, in line with the President's determination to protect the lives of Ghanaians, we have prioritized the vaccination program against COVID-19. Through the bold leadership and adept diplomacy of His Excellency the President, Ghana became the first country in the world to receive its first batch of vaccines of the 600 1,000 doses through the COVAX initiative on Wednesday, the 24th February 2021. We are also working assiduously to secure vaccine for 20 million Ghanaians to enable us attain herd immunity by the end of this year. Once again, Ghana has stepped up in front. Thanks to His Excellency the President's leadership, we are championing African excellence to become the vanguard against COVID-19 on this continent. However, Speaker, until we achieve herd immunity, we cannot let our guard down if we are to contain the spread of this virus. We must all commit to taking the vaccines in addition to adhering to the COVID-19 protocols that have been instituted for our safety and gradual return to full economic activities, recovering for sustained transformation.
Abusenya we so na afa yemfa ensema eboabo no edebesomo no yemfa mra na wi otena so na watwemu anase afi mu ni nyina no ensema hodo buso bia mu no ebekom na afa yede de esi ahodo ni bi yede ababeso medin ede aso na bakwajo no mafuduku yede munya si ama mo ene hwa ade hye ye so de so na ajibede oso yede ato aso ede ama mo ya mo nyina afihia ba